comes to Bitcoin in particular, I think the value of Bitcoin has never been clearer in the current economic environment and in the current banking environment. 25% of American adults, according to some research, own Bitcoin. 300 million people around the world have exposure to Bitcoin or have used Bitcoin.
In the face of a banking system in crisis, not just in America, but around the world, plus a collapsing financial system in general, the value of Bitcoin has never been clearer. So much so, the former CTO of Coinbase is making two $1 million bets. Bitcoin hits $1 million in the next 90 days, is the claim. Bitcoin hits $1 million in the next 90 days, is the claim. Before we get to that, if Bitcoin is going to continue to grow, how do we convince someone who looks at all the FTX fraud, the Sam Bankman-Fried fraud, how do we convince those people who look at that and are nervous, how do we convince those people to get into Bitcoin?
But if Bitcoin's going to continue to grow, let me just jump in there. If Bitcoin's going to continue to grow, how do you convince people who are out there who saw the FTX headline, see the meltdown, they see Sam Bankman-Fried on an island somewhere with billions of dollars, it all looks very scary. How do you convince those people who aren't in Bitcoin now to jump in? That's what you need for growth, right?
Well, look, Sam Bankman-Fried is not Bitcoin and vice versa. That's very important to distinguish. Many industries have had bad actors, whether it's tech, whether it's pharma, right? This is not a problem that's unique to crypto. And again, there are many different ways to get exposure to the crypto space. Coinbase is a regulated, publicly listed company. My company, CoinShares, is a publicly listed, regulated company that provides transparency. So again, there are a lot of choices, a lot of different ways for people to get exposure. And I just want to make it clear, one person does not represent our industry. Bitcoin has no leaders, has no rulers, and there are a lot of different ways that people can interact with it. It's going to take time. I don't disagree with you, but we just need to let things take their course. And I don't think there is a rallying cry. It's people learning, getting interested, and then taking the risk and jumping into Bitcoin if they feel it's appropriate for them. And a lot of people are starting to make that choice.
Former Coinbase CTO makes a $2 million bet on Bitcoin's performance over the next 90 days. Former Coinbase Chief Technology Officer Balaji S. has made a millionaire bet on Bitcoin's price over the next 90 days, predicting the cryptocurrency's price will reach 1 million by June 17th. The wager was initiated on March 17th when pseudonymous Twitter user James Medlock offered to bet anyone 1 million that the United States would not experience hyperinflation. A few hours later, the former Coinbase CTO accepted that bet. Under the proposed terms, if Bitcoin's price fails to reach 1 million by June 17th, Medlock will win $1 million worth of dollar-pegged stablecoin USDC and 1 Bitcoin. The same way, if Bitcoin is worth at least 1 million by that date, then Balaji can keep the 1 Bitcoin and the 1 million in USDC. 40-to-1 odds. As per the thread, other Twitter users helped set up a smart contract with the betting terms. Balaji also disclosed that he would move another 1 million in USDC for another wager on the same topic. Who wants to take him up on this? I'm moving 2 million into USDC for the bet. I will do it with Medlock and one other person. Sufficient to prove the point. See my next tweet. Everyone else should just go buy Bitcoin, as it'll be much cheaper for you than locking one up for 90 days. What gives the former Coinbase CTO the confidence to make such a wager? Well, Balaji argues that there's an impending crisis that will lead to the devaluation of the US dollar and thus a hyperinflation scenario that would take the Bitcoin price to $1 million per coin. Why does it seem that some people are not only bullish on Bitcoin, but they're just really bullish on Bitcoin? This interview we did about a month ago doesn't seem so crazy after all, or does it?
I think 1.5 million in the next bull run is not that crazy. I think nation states are going to get very much into the Bitcoin game, and they have blank checks. They print money and buy things with it. The demand is there. Think about the world that is interacting with Bitcoin today. We have a world where the US dollar is losing its hegemony. You have countries who are deciding between, do I want to stick with the US dollar or do I want to go with the communist China regime? Those are my two options, right? Doesn't Bitcoin, being this third apolitical Switzerland type option for a global currency, already show its value. I mean, people are already holding gold. These countries are already accumulating gold. So, this is just one narrative. Yeah, I could see it run up pretty hugely in the next cycle.
Hey, I'm bullish on Bitcoin. I don't know about 1 million in the next 90 days or the next bull run, but I'm certainly bullish on this space for reasons like this. Crypto wallet prototype discovered inside Microsoft Edge browser. Yes, Microsoft is testing a built-in crypto wallet in Microsoft Edge. Guess which crypto they're integrating into Microsoft. Microsoft is working on a non-custodial, so you'll be able to hold your own keys, built-in Ethereum crypto wallet, Ethereum for the win, for Microsoft Edge to allow users to send and receive crypto and NFTs that are Ethereum-based. So, as you know, public keys could and can be shared with others to receive payments, while private keys should be kept secret. Not your keys, not your crypto. Don't give away your private keys, and this is non-custodial. So who gets to use this at this point? Well, it's not even yet rolling out to insiders yet. It's most likely only available to Microsoft Edge dev channel users, the developers, as part of a very limited test phase. Quote, "This is a non-custodial wallet, meaning you are in complete control of your funds. We will not have access to your password and recovery key. It is embedded in Edge, making it easy to use without installing any extension," Microsoft said during the onboarding process. Like other cryptocurrency wallets, Microsoft Edge's crypto wallet supports multiple Ethereum accounts, allowing you to switch between them as needed. The Microsoft Edge crypto wallet can also connect to decentralized apps or dApps and has a news section to keep track of the latest developments in cryptocurrency. They should integrate some Altcoin Daily videos. Microsoft has partnered with Consensus to offer a built-in cryptocurrency swap feature between Ethereum, DAI stablecoins, Uniswap, USDC, Tether, and more. And speaking of Ethereum, in this case ETH Layer 2, Arbitrum Airdrop finally announced. Airdrop claimable by March 23rd, the Arbitrum community is rejoicing. Ethereum Layer 2 solution Arbitrum finally announced today that it would be airdropping its long-awaited governance token ARB to early users of the network. You might be able to claim, quote, "After years of development and nearly 18 months running on mainnet, the Arbitrum Foundation is extremely excited to announce the launch of DAO governance for Arbitrum One and Arbitrum Nova networks, a massive leap forward in the decentralization of the two networks." Check Arbitrum's website, arbitrum.foundation. Be careful, make sure it's the right website. You could connect your Ethereum wallet and see if you'll be eligible to claim in 4 days. Eligibility for the airdrop was determined by a number of factors: bridging to Arbitrum One or Arbitrum Nova, transacting on the ETH Layer 2 network over the span of several months, interacting with multiple smart contracts can get you tokens, conducting transactions over $10,000 in value and providing over $10,000 in liquidity to various protocols can get you tokens. The completion of any of these steps guarantees users a portion of the ARB airdrop, with the size of the allocation increasing based on the number of fulfilled criteria. Just to refresh your memory, Arbitrum is one of many crypto projects such as Optimism, Polygon, ZK Sync, and Starknet, aiming to make transactions on the Ethereum network more affordable by outsourcing computational data and subsequently sending validity proofs back to the mainnet. The scheme saves block space and allows for transactions to be bundled together, further reducing the amount of data committed to mainnet while splitting gas fees between many users. The future is bright, my friends. We keep you updated on a daily basis. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. See you tomorrow. How much Bitcoin do you think the average person could save up today to be considered a millionaire within 10 years? Be real.
Within 10 years, so that would be 2032 or
Sure.
2033. So if we say 2025 will be a top, 2029 will be a top, 2033 could be a top. So, we'll pretend like it is. So 2033, I would say the top could be somewhere in the 10 to really $100 million range per Bitcoin. At that point, could you be a millionaire holding 0.01 BTC? I think it's totally possible. I would not be surprised.
0.1 BTC?
0.01 BTC.
Holy hell. And the price, the actual prediction of the price you said was 10 million possibly?
Yeah, I think it could go as high as 100 million in one of these bull runs. Totally possible.